We have a complete renovation of this beautiful farmhouse. Inside, outside, plumbing, electricity, foundation, bathrooms and kitchen. So it's going to be a beautiful and exciting project, and I want you to come with me and take a look at it. Well, let's work on the crawl space. We want to start fixing all that issue that we have with the foundation that is sinking. So this is the entrance that we found on the side, and it's really crucial because we have to make sure that we don't have snakes or a raccoon, maybe a family of raccoons or animals that are going to be hurting us inside here. So we're going to have to drag ourselves. I have to put all the tools in a small container that I can drag with me, and also take this out, make sure that I have enough lighting inside as I try to get to the center of the house. I'm going to show you the inside. Now that I started demolition upstairs, you probably saw it in the other video. I encourage you to take a look at those videos. We have obviously the important part of which is leveling all the floors and the first floor, and therefore whatever is on top is going to be somewhat level. Normally what happens is that these sections over here in the middle of the houses, because of the amount of weight, just kind of sink down the piers under the house, and that's the situation over here. We have a ton of work to do. If you notice, this thing is not level over here, right? So I have to lift it up a lot to be able to get it to a level in position, like, I don't know, 2+ inches, and everything, you know, shows that this entire section over here, including that section over there, all this has to be leveled. So that is the biggest concern. This section over here is the one that is holding a lot of the weight of the house. Now when you're under the house, you can actually, you know, kind of take a look and see where all the issues are, and just kind of have an idea where you're gonna have to work. In this case, I have that window, I have that corner of the house, so it gives me an idea where the biggest issues are. Overall, the rest of the house looks fairly level, and I want to make sure that we tackle the sections that are necessary, right? So we have this here, but you know, that's the biggest issue, is the one that I found on the other side. So let's work over here, and that when we are downstairs, you're gonna see what is the issue where I'm at. That's the window, you know, that's gonna give us an idea of what we need to do. Extremely important to have something that you can drag your tools and your materials with. And I'm going to use these trays that I have here. I normally use them for mixing, but in this I'm going to use these small pavers. I'm going to take some cinder blocks. I'm going to use this 20-ton jack. This is the one that is going to help us over there to work. Very useful. I'm going to leave in the description, I'm going to leave it some information on how you can get it. And also I'm going to use different sizes of wood. This is going to help me as I try to build a pier right next to the existing one, and I'm able to jack it up and put the remaining of the necessary lift, so I can, you know, level that section of the house. Really important. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag things with me. I'm gonna use a, you know, a cool LED flashlight over here with an extra battery, a hammer. Also, you know, always wear a mask when you're under there. I have some safety glasses also, you know, some little goggles over here that you're going to use for that purpose. And again, protect your hands with gloves, and make sure that everything is kind of, you know, lit up over there so you can see where you're going. And that's it. So let's continue. All right. All right, the space got very small over here. I'm sandwiching between the return line and a little post that they put over here, but now I'm barely able to go under this, and it's a lot of moisture on the bottom. I start finding a lot of issues that they had before, but they just kind of did a little chopped up job. They didn't put enough columns, enough supports, so I need to bring the proper supports so we can jack up the house in the right way and make sure that everything looks fine. All right, so it's a little bit of space. It's not even like, I don't know, maybe like 10 inches over here, not much, but we have to continue doing the right stuff. All right. Let me show you this angle. I have this cool 4x6 over here, but the issue is that we need to, you know, put some the right piers, and for that you need cinder blocks, solid cinder blocks. You can see some rot that happened over here back in the days. I guess water was doing that, but it was supported in the wrong way, so we need to put some solid cinder blocks, some base, and then start working with a lot of things. I brought a whole bunch of pieces of wood so I can start jacking this up and changing the supports as I go up, but definitely we need the right type of blocks to be able to support, or the piers to support this thing. So I'm gonna have to go back out and just drag the one that I brought with me. All right, what I'm doing over here is you know, let me see, on that side under that 2x8 is a piece, a 4-inch solid piece of block, right? 16 by 8 by 4 inches thick. That's my base there. But by putting on top of the stuff the 2x8, I'm avoiding breaking that with the pressure, right? So I'm using these cinder blocks, I mean these little pieces of pavers to help me work in two areas. So I'm working over there, lift it up, put some support, come back over here, jack it up, put some support over here, and I go back and forth until I get the height that I want. I can actually see that it's kind of giving up a little bit over there. I'm lifting all this up, and now the idea to, you know, put in all the stuff like that, for instance, I'm using like a 4x6 by like 16 here, because as I put pressure down, this is like sinking down. So I just put some pressure, release the pressure, put another piece of like 2x8 on top, and then put more pressure, and so on until I get the height and the compression there, because it's gonna, I mean, the soil is not stable. So you want to make sure that you find, or you compact the soil enough so the supports are not going to sink down. That's the whole purpose. So that's why I'm going back and forth until I get the height that I want, and the stability that I need, right? So that's what I'm doing over there. Once this, I mean, I'm able to reach the height, I'm going to take those bricks out, or those pavers out. I'm going to take that piece of 2x6 out, because you don't want wood on the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and use, like I said before, the cinder blocks that I have. Those are going to be there on top, and then later on I'm going to put the stucco, the fiberglass reinforced stucco to do the dry stacking. Like I said before, I'm going to leave on the right now I'm going to put an image of the material that I'm talking about, and I'm going to leave the link so you can actually see the video where I'm actually recovering all the stuff around the piers with the fiberglass reinforced stucco. All right, so let me continue over here. It's just really crazy. I'm getting my legs are getting really cold, so let me continue. Okay, we have an issue here. Failure on this beam. The beam was not strong enough to hold the load. It's doing well, but you know, it couldn't hold it. So I'm gonna have to reorganize this and work from another side. So it's gonna take me a while to figure this one out, but what we're gonna do, let's bring that bigger beam. I have to go and buy it and work on it. This is what I was looking for. This final part of my puzzle. I didn't want to make this video too long, and I split it into two sections, so I hope that you can actually see it. I was able to get a level. getting different type of timbers and another procedure. So I encourage you to take a look at it, and I see you over there on the other side.